Oh, so fabulous.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel once again. It's your girl Dumebi. If this is your first time coming across my channel, you're welcome. I do hope you decide to subscribe, and if you are a returning subscriber, you guys know that I love you. It's so good to have you here. Welcome back. So this video is strictly for educational purposes. Please do not go searching out the people that I talk about in this video. Don't send them any form of hate comments, threats, or violence. This channel does not support any of that. So there's this video of a woman, a black woman. I think she's kind of mixed. Let's say she's a mixed black woman. So she's kind of what people like to call the preference. Okay, so she made this video. Let me just go right ahead and play her video.
Fully aware that I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but I am so effing tired of the amount of emotional labor that comes with dating black men. I am so tired of the lack of commitment, the lack of support, the lack of encouragement, the lack of money. Like, I don't know what to do from this point on, but I can tell you one thing. My interest in dating another black man is like 1% at this point. They want us to be ride or dies until they get their shit together, and then they don't want to support us in return. They don't want to commit to us. They don't want to marry us, but then they want all the benefits of being a husband without actually proposing to us. I need someone who's intentional in every single aspect.
So when I saw that video, I could see that she was speaking from a place of, I don't want to say frustration, but obviously she sounds like she's really tired of the situation. She sounds like she has gotten to her wit's end, and I can understand as a woman, you know, when you've probably had some certain kind of disappointments and stuff like that in the dating department. So I can understand her frustration. So, you know, she said a lot of things about black men and why she doesn't want to date those black men. And a lot of women were actually in the comment section actually agreeing to what she said. So this is something that a lot of black women can relate to, right? You know what, let's just go right ahead and play some responses to her video, because people definitely had a lot to say.
Being tired of the amount of emotional labor that comes with dating black men.
You know what pisses me off is that y'all come on here, and not all y'all, y'all come on here and y'all talk about how dating black men and black women is just so f***ing terrible. Like, other races don't have their own f***ing problems. Like, if you jump ship to another f***ing race, that y'all is gonna be okay. Y'all gonna be embraced. Y'all gonna be loved. Like, they don't get beat on, or like they don't get cheated on. Like, they don't have financial problems. Are you f***ing serious? Maybe it's about the people that you attract. Maybe it's about the people that you have been with. Stop trying to say that black men and black women have this problem. What the is wrong with you? How about that? Huh?
Black man is like 1%.
You know, sis, I'm so sorry this is happening to you. I really am. But I do have a question for you. Why are you even telling us this? Because this is really giving like Passport Bros energy. You know what I mean? Like, let's tear down our own people in favor for another people because we feel like they're better. Doesn't that sound familiar? When black men are saying our black women are unruly and they're aggressive and they're masculine, and these other women will be much better, so I'm gonna go for them instead of just leaving without making an announcement or denigrating your own people. And is that your black son in the background? He's internalizing and absorbing everything you're saying about other black men. So while you're sitting here complaining about them, you're creating the exact type of man that you're railing against. All I'm saying is just do what you want to do without denigrating your own people and announcing it. And maybe a little introspection, because there's only one common denominator in all these failed relationships.
It's like 1% at this point.
You really got up here at your big grown age and decided to post this when you and the women that share the same sentiment as you picked these men. Nobody forced you to pick them. They didn't hold you hostage and say, you gotta pick me. You made a conscious choice to pick these type of dudes as your partner. Like, there are plenty of goal-driven, good, money-making black men out here, but you decided to pick the jacked up ones, and now all of us gotta be punished for it. Like, this is the same type of rhetoric that keeps us in the same loop of self-hate that we've been in men since social media has been a thing. Like, you really think black men are so bad? Go date a Latino man that's going to beat and cheat on you. Go date our counterpart that's going to use you as this token to make amends for what his grandfather and his great grandfather did. Like, yo, women like y'all are exactly a part of the problem. Because I guarantee you never see any other group of women on social media like this tearing down they men.
At this point,
now y'all know we got to keep it equal. Y'all know we got to keep it equal. Number one, there's a little black boy sitting behind you, hearing all of these disparaging things about black men, which one day, Lord's willing, he gonna grow up to be. Much like, and this is finna tie it all together for y'all, these little black men who used to sit up when they was younger, listening to their grandmas, their mamas, their aunties, talking about how black men ain't this and black men ain't that, and all of these disparaging remarks about black men. What do you think that did? Why do you think that we're dealing with the caliber of men that we're dealing with? But let's get into the bigger fact that all of us are fucking traumatized. Being black is traumatization at its finest. And a lot of us are in America. Even if you ain't in America, if you're black, you're traumatized. These motherfuckers don't fuck with us. So when you coming from that point of view and you sitting up wondering why, oh, I keep running into black men who are this and black men who aren't emotionally available and all of these things, why do you think that you gonna run into a person who's emotionally available and you ain't? Because let's keep it a bean. If you keep running into people who aren't emotionally available, the answer is that you is emotionally unavailable. The answer is that you probably traumatized. The answer is that you probably got something that you need to fix. But let's keep it real. A lot of us don't never do the emotional work to fix ourselves. We think that because we're getting money, because we're educated, because we don't went to college, because we got a good job, because we got a nice house and a nice car, and we able to take ourselves on fancy trips and whatever, that anybody who gets us should be lucky to have us when we're messed up. We were, verbally and emotionally abused growing up. We never dealt with that. We just moved on to the next phase of our life. We cut off the people who did those things to us. We think that we healed from it, and we're not. We're not. I'm not even finna really get into that, probably in a later video, because it ain't gonna do nothing but piss me off and I need to go to sleep for work. The last thing that I want to say, just like we keep that energy for black men, when they say that they don't date black women for whatever various reason, keep that very energy for black women, because I hate the conversation of leave Tyrone alone and get you a Henry, get you a William III. No, f that. If you want to date outside your race, do so, but leave black men and black women out of it. Because let me let you in on a little secret. No matter what race you date, if you have not done the emotional work that you need to do, you are going to attract the same person in a different package. And it's going to be even worse if you attract somebody who ain't your own skin color. Because them motherfuckers like to take y'all out the game. But I digress. Y'all have fun.
I am so...
Yo, she said all black men. That really resonates with me, right? That really bothers me, right? Because all black men, that's wild. Because I know a lot of black men is married in relationships, have great relationships with their kids, great relationships. So then it leads me back down the path to, what about you attracts dudes that don't give a damn about you? Maybe some self-accountability needs to take place. And it's actually 59,000 people that hit like. All the women in the comments, yes, they don't care, emotionally detached, all this stuff. Like, what about y'all has it led you to be the least married group of all groups, including black men? Let's have some self-accountability now. You ain't gonna just say all black men and just be like, what? And money was high on your list. Are you for purchase? Come on.
Dating black men.
And yes, this is exactly true. It's all over TikTok. You see it everywhere. Black women are tired of dealing with black men, most black men, because most black men, they're ingrained in today's culture, and the culture is trash. The rap music, all they talk about is having sex, hit it and quit it, smash and dash, and a lot of times the black men didn't see this emulated, so they don't know how to treat a woman. They never saw their mothers with a man or being taken care of by a man, so they don't know what that looks like, and they never had a father. This is most people in the black community, and that's just what it is. So women, sometimes you have to try dating outside of your race, because men always tell you, don't be emotional and use logic. Well, a logical thing for me to do would be is to go somewhere where somebody is going to treat me well in the way I need to be treated. And if you don't like white men, try Mexican men, but we have to do better.
I can't stand black people. I'm gonna just leave the video with that. I can't stand black folks. We have a habit of getting our black ass on social media and just saying the most ridiculous thing, and then having other people in the amen corner hyping us up, so now we feel vindicated and we feel right about the stupid things that come out of our mouth. We are on social media every day. We watch reality television, we see things every day of different races and ethnicities of people who go through the same shit that this young lady was talking about within their relationships. But the key difference between what she just did and what they do is they leave it at, I'm so tired of men, hard stop. But whenever us get our ass on social media, it's, I'm so tired of black men. I'm so tired of black women. As if horrible dating experiences is just a us thing. I need black men and black women to realize that you are going to run across some shitty people. It don't matter what their skin complexion looks like. There's some ain't shit men out there, and there's some ain't shit women out there. There's white women on this app every single day complaining about their husbands and how they ain't shit and how they cheat and how they lie and how they whoop they ass and how they don't take care of the kids and how just so many things. We see stories on the news all the time of how white men are murdering their wives, murdering their kids, and doing all type of sick ass shit. But somehow black women have dug it into their brains that going to the other side is the right answer. You're gonna find bullshit on all sides of the spectrum, ma'am. Dating sucks. And what I need y'all to also realize is, if you only date one type of person, example, if you're a black woman who only dates black men, your chances of being hurt by a black man are obviously exponentially higher than your chances of getting hurt by a white man or a Latino man or whatever. I need black people to get their head out of their ass for a second and stop being so hell-bent on coming online and just bashing each other and degrading each other as if the experiences we're having with one another are only experiences that only black people experience with one another. Dating sucks, like I said before. So baby girl, if you think that you just finna hop on the other team and just get all good shit, you are sadly mistaken. Just get some therapy, work your shit out, and just stop.
I am so...
Okay, so y'all go check out this young lady's video if y'all want. But basically, she's just saying that she's tired of being the emotional support for black men and how terrible we are to date. And I want to address that. But not just to black women, but also black men. I don't know who or what has convinced us that dating outside of our race is just the answer to all of our dating woes, but I'm here to tell you, you will still face the same problems if you date outside your race. People in other races cheat. Domestic violence is real in other races as well. And there are financially irresponsible partners in other races as well. So I don't know why we have convinced ourselves that life would just be so much golden over there in another race. What we need to start doing is this. Asking ourselves, who are we picking to date? Who are we attracting? Who are we allowing into our spirit? That's the biggest thing that we seem to keep on missing.
I am so...
First of all, if anybody's looking for where all of Mass's bed wenches have accumulated online, go to the comments of this lady's page. But she came on TikTok to tell everybody that she's done dating all black men because all black men have a lack of funds and a lack of this and a lack of that, and they're just like terrible or whatever, right? She's also half white and raised white, so culturally she's white. A lot of people have stitched it, responded, whatever, and had some good points about like she shouldn't generalize people and dating is hard in general and all men have problems, all the good shit, right? But what I want to talk about as a black activist is the fact that she has pro-black in her bio and claims to be pro-black. Sweetheart, you're not going to redefine the term pro-black. Pro-black means pro-black everything, including procreating black. to the utmost respect. You got a whole bunch of shit on your page about Black Lives Matter, but if you, who's already half white, gets together with somebody else who's not black, and then you have further, like, less black children, and then all the other bedwenches in your comments do the same shit and don't have black children, what black lives would be there to matter? That doesn't even make sense. This is why I hate these new woke people. Like, it doesn't make sense. You got your info from the internet, clearly. You also call yourself a feminist. Do you even know about the fucking inception of feminism? Like, a Margaret Sanger? Like, these folks get on the internet and just say the darndest things. Sweetheart, if you don't want to date black men while you're raising a black son who's behind her in that video anyway, so, like, yeah, you already know what type of black man you're gonna raise, because you don't even like black men. He's probably gonna have a fucking white dad and not even grow up white and be this, or not even grow up black and be the same way you are. Anyways, if people want to do something in their life, just go do it. Why come on the internet and make a TikTok about it? And then you have all these bedwenches and pick-meshas and all these hoes in your comments like, I agree, I stopped dating black in middle school. Maybe it's you. Maybe you're not marriage worthy if you're not being fucking proposed to. I don't know. That's an idea. Like, all black men, how can you be pro-black and come on the internet and spew and permeate nothing but anti-black rhetoric and ideology and propaganda? Girl, like, you're an infiltrator. You are not pro-black. Like, one thing you're not going to do is reclaim that title, sweetheart. Be whatever the fuck you want to be, but you ain't pro-black. You should take it out of your bio, and you should go to a dive bar in the whitest part of your neighborhood and find the love of your life and just do it quietly. And also, you should take down that post. I'm embarrassed for you.
Of money.
Okay, she started off the video saying that she knew she was going to get a lot of hate and a lot of blowback for that video. So I want to start off by saying I'm not coming from a place of hate. I'm not coming and making this video with any animosity or to attack you. I just want to speak on what you spoke on, what you posted, okay? First and foremost, and I'm not knocking you on this at all, but first and foremost, you are a 25-year-old single mother. It's not a bad thing, okay? I know people younger than you that have kids, everything like that. I commend single mothers. It's not an easy life, okay? But if I was a 25-year-old male, I'm not going to feel bad and ashamed about myself because I don't have a career and the money to not only support a woman, myself, and that woman's kid. You understand what I'm saying? We're in our late 20s, not even our late 20s, 25 to 30. We're young adults, okay? And you say that you're mad at black men for their lack of money. You put emphasis on their lack of money. He's 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, however old you want to go into dating men, or if you date younger men, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, who is solidified in their career between 25 and 30? I'm 27 now, and the way my mind has developed and changed and matured from 24 to 27 is drastic. I'm still finding and discovering and learning parts about myself where I look at my younger self and I say, you dumb idiot. You really used to think that way. You know what I'm saying? So to say that men in their late 20s are lacking commitment and lacking money and things like that, that's not fair. We're all growing up in the same world, learning new things. Are you the same 25-year-old woman you were 5 years ago? I don't think so. You get what I'm saying? So, like, I will never apologize to anybody for not being the version of myself that they want and they require in that time period, because it's my life to live. When I have a career, when I have money, when I have things like that, and I'm ready to invest in a committed relationship, albeit all power to it. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm not in that state of mind, I'm not going to apologize to somebody for that. You get what I'm saying? And you also said lack of commitment. If a 25, 26, 27, 28, 29-year-old male doesn't want to commit, he doesn't want to commit. He wants to be young. He wants to be promiscuous. He wants to go out into the world. You may look at that as something wrong. You may look at that as immature, but that is his decision to make. The only way that it's wrong is if he lied and he tricked you into thinking that he wanted commitment. Then it's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But if he came to you and he said, hey, I just want to try this out. I just want to go on a few dates. You know what I'm saying? I'm not great in my career. I'm not Mr. Big Baller. You know what I'm saying? And then you expect commitment and financial support from him. That's on you. You put your requirements onto somebody who told you they did not want that for themselves. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like that post is extremely unfair. Okay?
So now that we're back, yeah, you see, when it comes to dating and black love and divesting and stuff like that, It's very touchy, and you cannot tell people what to do with their personal life. You can't tell people who to love. Obviously, she's at that point where she feels like she doesn't want to date any black men anymore, and this is the point where, you know, a black woman might decide she wants to date other races, which I feel like at this point it's not coming from a place of self-hate, right? It's very likely coming from a place of, okay, I've tried it, it's not working for me, let me expand my options, and I can respect that. But the point now is, when someone comes out and makes a video talking about, I won't say necessarily bashing, but videos where we're talking in a not so good way about the opposite gender of the people in our community, I do not really like, you know, videos where we'll come and talk about, oh, black women are this, they are that, and they are this, or black men are this and that and this, because I feel like it's still divisive. This gender wars never really do us any good. When we might be talking about our experience with the other gender, people in our community, and then talking about why this is why we want to date out, in as much as our experiences and our feelings are valid, it somehow still contributes to some negative stereotypes that affect our community, because I'm sure not every black man is like what she described. She talked about the emotional labor that it takes to be in a relationship with a black man, the lack of commitment, lack of money. She's talking about how they want all the benefits of a wife without actually committing to you. And to any woman, that can be frustrating, right? But the thing now is it a question of it being a black man thing, or is it a question of maybe the kind of people you've met? But she's not going to be the first woman that is saying something like this. And I think even the men themselves have some complaints about the black women and all of that. And I think it should get to a point where we all just need to self-reflect and ask ourselves, what is it about the black community? Why are we having these recycled arguments about each other when it comes to commitment, black love, relationship, marriage, interracial relationships, and stuff like that? But I'm sure that there are definitely very healthy black families and black relationships. So I think we need to celebrate that more. I would love to see more videos talking about successful black marriages and relationships, and the positives of being with a black man, you know, and the positives of being with a black woman. And another thing is, I feel like we even have to make a change within ourselves. Like, we need to change the way we are even raising the generation that is coming, so that this thing ends with our generation, so that the younger ones don't have the same issues like, oh, these men don't want to commit. We need to heal those traumas and make sure that we don't raise our children this way, so that the cycle doesn't continue. As black people, I think we need to open ourselves up beyond just the black people within our ethnicity or within our nationality. If you're a black woman that believes in black love and you really want to be with a black man, don't limit yourself to just those in America. There are black people in Africa, there are black people in the Caribbean, there are black people in the UK, you know, in Europe. I think you need to expand. Don't limit yourself. Don't just say, oh, I wanted to be with a black man, but it never worked out, so let me just be with another race. If you want to keep it black, believe me, you can expand that fishing net figuratively, please. You can expand that just beyond America. Same for the black men. If you really want to be with a black person, I don't think you have to limit yourself to just those within your ethnicity or America or your country. So it would be very beautiful if we actually intermarried within the black diaspora. It would be very beautiful if African people, people of African heritage, people within the African diaspora intermarried, learned each other's culture, build that unity. Like, I love to see it. I live for it. I have a friend who married an African American man, and they are so happy. Like, that relationship, that marriage is goals for me. They have a baby now, by the way. Anyway, you guys let me know what you think about this in the comment section. How do you think we can end all of this, you know, coming out to complain about the other gender and basically washing our dirty linens in public? Because I get embarrassed whenever I see stuff like that, but then I can understand. No hate, no criticism to the lady who made that video. I'm just saying generally, I would love to not see this happen. I'd love to see more of us celebrating the positives than the negatives. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.